Hi everyone. Hi, it's official J from Maximum Point Sport. And I am super glad to be back to your screen. It's been a long week of having a little break from our La Liga and EPL talks, but we are back. The boys are back from the international break. The international break is currently off, and Cooler fans, Barcelona fans, we can definitely now enjoy our boys in full force. We can have them in the blue and red shirt, and many other beautiful colors of our jerseys, the Olmo kit, and all that. So it's such a beautiful thing to want to talk about Barcelona once again this week, and performances of our boys in the international break for their represented countries, and also speaking about Barcelona news, and then looking forward to the game that we have coming up next, and lastly, Champions League. Yes, Champions League is also around the corner, and in no time we'll start hearing the song, The Champion. All right, guys. Yes, so let's dive straight into what I've got to tell you. Hey, guys, so let's get straight into it. We've got key players that left for international break, and from our starting 11, or let me say from our squad, that's seven key players to me that left for international break. Is we have the likes of Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Lewandowski, Kubasi. We have Danny Olmo. We have Ferran Torres. We have Femi Lopez as well. And it's so glad to know that all of them are back in training also. So yeah, that's a beautiful thing, and I'm super happy that we didn't suffer quite much injuries except for Frankie De Jong. When that injury happened, I was just so angry that why now? Why? So yes, we've got the players back in the team and in training. We've got the player back in Spain. So yeah, what are the performance I got from our players this international break was exceptional. Every Barcelona fan, can attest to that. Let me first start from the most obvious one. Come on, Pedri. What was that beautiful goal? That game against Turkey versus Spain, it was so dominant by Spain, and I was really happy. I was happy Pedri got that goal. It proves to him that he is currently the best midfielder in the world right now. You can argue with yourself, please. You can argue with yourself. That boy was super, super, super beautiful. That Pedri just showed why he is talented. He shows his talent and all of that, and scoring twice again also made it super, super good. It shows he's ready. It shows the mentality is there. It shows his, it turns up. It's always there. You hardly see Pedri have a bad game, and that's why it's so great. And also moving on to Lewandowski, and Lewandowski is just somebody that personally I am super in love with. So when he came up for Poland, during the international break and had a goal, the first goal of the season, for Poland for him, I was super duper duper happy. Despite him not getting minutes enough in the Barcelona at the start of the season so far. So yes, I was super happy that yes, the goal machine is still there. The body, the zeal is still there. It's still gonna turn up for us, and that is such a positive thing that I'm looking forward from Lewandowski moving on into our matches. And also, the other part of what I said regarding Frankie De Jong, he was such a beautiful player as well, but he picked up injury while he was playing, and hopefully it's just not too much, because yes, I think it's not really a great injury. Just going to miss the next match against Valencia that we're going to be playing coming up. But for Champions League against Newcastle, he has to be 100% fit. Bego, please. Frankie De Jong has to be 100% fit for that. It's super. I'm just super happy for our features coming up. I'm super duper happy because I was really scared before the international break. I was scared of injuries. I was scared of a lot of major things that every fan would be scared about. But I was super happy that these boys do not just show themselves in the team, but also for their international clubs and country as well. So it was super beautiful to watch. Nobody would ever watch Barcelona boys and know that and would not say that yes, they didn't play beautiful football. So yes, I was super glad about that. Also, Lamine Yamal, as usual, he keeps turning up. Is a key player that you never ever want to lose in your team, and it shows that once again. It shows why he's a Spain boy. The Euro winner is just it's just so beautiful to see him on the ball. And also as a fan, he can't do anything wrong to me like now. So it was super beautiful. And yes, Daniel Mo and the rest of the team as well, they were called up, and everybody just had a kind of fair chance, a kind of fair play. I don't really have any bad things to say about the international break for my La Magia boys, and also for the Barcelona players. So it's really great. And now back to the club. There was a mixed start to the season. The last game that we drew, I really, really wasn't impressed. I'm sure my last video here, I was just saying that I wasn't impressed with our match and all of that. But right now, what are the things that I need from the boys? After their performances that they've done in the international break, I need that consistency. We've got one consistency that we are very, very offensive in playing. We have good players, and I need Hansi Flick to reflect on the previous performances, the previous matches that has happened so far in the La Liga for Barcelona this season. And he needs to start dwelling more on his strengths, which is attacking, possession. There's a way we play with the ball from the forward that I really love. So if that is going to be the Barcelona strength, which has been, let us start working on that. Also, I want us to still look at our defense. Me, I'm still like scared. I'm still like worried. Now we have Alejandro Balde injured. So all these injuries, De Jong is out, the midfield and all that, and Jobajo Gavi is out. So all of these things, we need to start looking at our defense and midfield. We can't just get through with it with attacking playing wise and attacking formation all the time. There are some teams that they're just ready to want to stress you. And Barcelona, we really don't have that strength in defense, and also in like taking all this kind of hit and all that. So yes, especially midfield and fullback area, I believe the coach and the staff, they need to really take a look at that depth, the squad there, that strain in the defense and midfield, and work on it. Also, major news that is happening for Barcelona is still our Camp Nou stadium. Trust me, I don't know, maybe na some local bricklayer or something, they do this, they keep wanting to open, they keep wanting to use, but unfortunately we won't be using that stadium in our coming matches. That in our coming match that I'll be playing against Valencia, at least I know that for now. So it's going to be playing Johan Cruyff stadium that would they designated to him and all that. So yeah, Camp Nou is recently not ready based on some delays in renovation and all of that. So, but regardless, this is going to be our first home match of the season that we are going to be hosting, and I really want us to get it. 3 points is the goal. Like, there's no anything to like discuss and all that. So 3 points is what we are chasing for against Valencia, that we are going to be playing on the 14th of September. Which we are going to be playing at Barcelona home, and it's a must win for us. It's already a must win for us. I know we have an outstanding performance, our head to head with this club. We get most of the win, and I really want that to like what is it called, continue, and let's have a beautiful match, and let's see what happens. So yes, I can't wait to see Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski. Please, let's start starting Lewandowski. I understand Ferran Torres is great as well, is good, but let's start giving Lewandowski the start. Let's take him off it 60 minutes and all that. And for me, I think Danny Olmo and Rashford safe. We still need to let them be benched. Let them just keep coming up and showing, but we never can tell. Sometimes this player are just so different, and they can be very dynamic. Sometimes they have a good start, sometimes they have a good sub playing spirit. So I believe Hansi Flick should do his best in managing these people. Following the controversy that regarding the statement he made, that he doesn't he thinks ego right now is working, and there's been a lot of back and forth. I understand that might be a miscommunication, and the way this media presents some news to us is just kind of different. But in Hansi Flick ball, I trust. I believe in my players. I believe in my coach. This is such a team that with the coach and with the players, they understand themselves. They know they had to deliver. I could see that fighting spirit in us, But Barcelona, please, I am tired of the hypertensive game. Henceforth, let us have a beautiful win. We don't need to wait for our opponent to score us before we start playing. So yes, I really look forward to a beautiful match this weekend, and this Sunday I can't really wait to like just see what's gonna be beautiful in the match and all that. So please like, share, and comment. Click the subscribe button as well and subscribe to this channel to get more of these videos. Thank you.